Head coach Justin Pudwill, who is entering his fourth season as the front man of the swimming and diving program, joins us today to preview his upcoming season. Coach, thanks for your time. First, I want to talk a little bit about how you've helped Whittier grow into a competitive program in the conference. Looking at our records, swimmers and divers that you've coached are beginning to appear more and more in the top 10 all-time at the school. Just talk a little bit about your philosophy and how it's helped produce these results.
Well, I think when I first started here, the program had a lot of room to grow, and that was one area that we wanted to focus on is bringing in student athletes, competitive swimmers who were ready to make an impact on our program right away. Two, I think we kind of pride our program on making sure that swimmers, divers, student athletes excel not only their from senior year to freshman year of college, but also get faster from freshman year of college to senior year of college. So we have switched up training throughout the years. We like to do different things, make sure that the kids are working hard and that it's something that they look forward to every year, and I think that definitely helps keep them motivated. Plus, bringing in higher caliber of athletes than maybe what we've had before, or just trying to sustain the tradition of the program has allowed a lot of our kids to actually break some records and kind of rewrite history here.
Let's turn our focus to diving. Since you've joined forces with PDA Diving, you've had a couple of all-conference performers, one on the men's side, one on the women's side. Just talk a little bit about PDA Diving and how it's really helped your dive program.
Yeah, PDA is really unique. I think we're the only program in the conference that has the ability to use someone or a facility, coaches that they offer to our program. They have a huge indoor dryland diving facility with, I think it's 8 dry boards. They have 8 trampolines. It's really a phenomenal place for our divers to go. I think it's pretty unique within a lot of college atmospheres where we have a whole nother facility just for our divers. I think that's definitely helped our divers excel at the SCIAC meets and get better throughout the years. And it's been a great working relationship with Amy Kwan over at PDA, and they've done a great job every year, and they make it pretty effortless for me.
Let's now look at this year's team. What are your expectations for the men?
The men, I think, getting back into the top half of the conference is definitely something that we're always working on. Our roster has grown into somewhere competitive numbers where I would have liked the roster to be a couple years ago, and I think we're kind of finally there. So just adding some much more competitive swimmers, some faster guys definitely helps. 2 years ago we were in the top half of the conference. Last year, losing some swimmers here and there, graduation, injuries, stuff like that definitely puts a hinder in it. But the progress has not. They still swam well at the end of the year, which is what matters most for myself and for the team. But I think getting back to the top half of the conference is definitely something we're always looking forward to.
So who are some of the names on the men's side that we should keep an eye out for to make an impact?
Well, we do have a good number of freshman swimmers here this year. We have Ryan Spager from Servite High School in Orange, Alex Tone from up north in Washington, Chaz Julian from Arizona. I think a lot of our freshman swimmers will be able to make an impact, not only for our program here, but in the conference, and hopefully score some points, which is where it's going to be needed for us to kind of move up. Plus we have a new freshman diver, Davis Gerber, who should be able to help out. And then hopefully, come January, maybe a transfer or two that will be able to, add some impact.
And how about the women? What are their expectations?
Our women, I think, is going to be most exciting on the men's side. This is my 4th year on the women. This is my first recruiting class, and although all the women that have been here before have done a great job with training and really kind of taking the fundamentals of the program and carrying it throughout, but this year we added some very fast swimmers on the women's side, which will be great. We return Nicole Blowcamp, our all-kayak diver, so we should still be good in that area. But on our women's side, I think totally tearing down their record board would be great. And I think we're kind of getting there into that area. I think the women's side, we added 15 to 20 new faces, and and it's an exciting time for the women's side of aquatics.
So how about some of the female swimmers' names that we should keep our eye out for?
Yeah, a couple female swimmers that I think will make an impact right away, not only for us but within the conference. One, we have Erin Bartholomew is a sophomore. She's a transfer to University of Richmond. Very good in almost everything she swims. And then we have Haley Von Schottenstein from Nevada, who's again going to help us out in the breaststroke, fly, sprint free areas. And then there's a number of our freshmen that if they train right and they do everything correctly, I think at the end of the year they'll be able to make an impact.
All right, well, the swimmers open their season this weekend at the Bulldog Invite, and then in 2 weeks the divers will have their go at the Bulldog Dive Invite. Coach, thanks for taking some time out to preview your season, and good luck this year.